Because it annoys me when people compare it with Messi. It annoys me. People will see the truth like this. And one day I was asking somebody that, okay, if you think Ronaldo is better, in your mind, say that
What
if
is
you
it?
know in your mind that Ronaldo is better, things should go like this for you. Say, no, I will not say that. So why you argue with us? But the truth is, Messi is 80 over 100. Ronaldo is like 22. They are very far. Don't compare them. The guy is just
The counter
in a
truth
class of
is that
his
the
own.
counter truth is that
In very few words, I would say it is the beginning of an era. I don't know if it's Banta era. I don't know what kind of era it is, but I know it's the beginning of an era because see,
it can go either ways. Beginning of an era.
In the famous words of Eric Ten Hag, eras come to an end. This is the beginning of
From Ten Hag to
it's the beginning of
Amorim.
an era.
What an era.
Mayor.
Ten Hag to Amorim.
I know Mayor is not a fan of Syria. He's not even a fan of Inter anyways, but Christian Kivu to Inter.
I'm not. It's here
What
we go. It's here we go. It is the beginning of a new era. Amorim kind of era.
So you don't.
Who is going to sell the most players this season in the city of Milan? Both managers and players are being changed, and a lot of transfer activity has been happening across Europe, considering the fact that the Club World Cup is starting in 2 weeks, and the clubs in that competition are trying to uh, bring in new players. Before we start extensively, congratulations, Mayor. Your club is going to the Champions League.
It is
And
another. It is another.
congratulations on the Conference League final win.
It is another too. We win for a living.
For a club with 6 league titles,
Yeah.
you really win for a living.
Yeah, we do. Arsenal. This Arsenal supporter is not here today.
It's not here.
Oh, fucking hell.
Anyways, as is our tradition, we have a giveaway segment sometime in the show where we read out a question and we expect you to go to the YouTube comment section, answer the question, and two people stand a chance to win 5,000 naira each. So our fans at home, thank you for joining us on another segment. Dunga, how are you feeling?
I'm with you.
You are with me?
I'm with you.
What happened? What happened last week? Just summarize your anger, summarize your frustration for us. What happened last week?
Firstly, I would say congratulations to PSG on the victory of their first ever Champions League. They did quite a great job. It's never easy going all the way to win the Champions League, despite the number of teams that came into the competition. But talking about the final, I would say it was never a fight. From the get-go, it was obvious that PSG wanted it more. They appeared like the only team that wanted the game. Inter didn't show the metal they were made of. Inter didn't show the character that people know them for. And I really do not know who to blame for that kind of performance. That was the worst final I've ever seen in any competition, not just limited to the Champions League. The worst final I've seen in all my life, watching football. So I really do not know who to channel the blame to, but I think the whole team is to be blamed because prior to the final, we gave up everything for this particular game. We gave up the league title because we, at some point, had our own destinies in our hands. We fumbled, and all of the players, the playing staff, promised that this is the game they have been waiting for. This is the game they really want to play. And came the day of the game, they disappeared. I really don't have any explanation, but I want to hold somebody responsible because all the time that we've been winning, all the time that we've been playing well, all the time that we've defeated other teams, he has gotten all of the credit. People has identified him with the success of the team. So now that the results did not go away, I think the terrible performance should be attributed to his incompetence, or maybe I would say some of the
Are you talking about
decisions.
Inzaghi?
Simone Inzaghi, or talking about the future, the decision he took about his future, he probably could have handled it a lot better. Maybe maybe it came too soon, maybe it came unexpected. I would never know. But then there is literally nothing to say about the final. It was a one-sided affair. It was a training session for PSG. They deserved everything in the final. Inter just did not turn up, and it was a very, very disappointing one.
Cass, uh, I'm sure you are. I don't know if you are if you are happy Inter lost or you are indifferent. But did you at any point in that match think Inter could conjure up something?
Thank you, Samson, for the opportunity. I would say, I was telling someone yesterday. I said if they had played the match today, tomorrow, next week, in another year's time, Inter will still have lost. You could see the determination in the faces of the PSG players. They came for business. I was telling somebody, I said, Dembele was marking Soma for 90 minutes and he kept running around the pitch tirelessly. You could see he never won any of the ball he was running for, but he made sure that Soma didn't do the right thing with the balls he had. So I
Then you
think,
remember you have one Liao in your own team. Ah,
who is that? Who is that? Who is
The
that?
rap star of
I
Milan.
don't. It doesn't
Snabo,
exist. It doesn't exist in my book. The only Liao I know is a musician. Is trying to do a collab with Davido
The
very
rap
soon.
star.
Shout out to Davido. So I don't think Inter. I think Inter lost everything when they decided to put themselves in a very tight corner in the league. When winning the league became more like a UTME exam for them. And then I knew there was no way you would put out this amount of energy in trying to win the league, and you think it will not affect you in the finals of the Champions League. There's no way you're gonna do it. However, that does not mean PSG didn't do. They knew the assignment. They came in. They executed the assignment. They did everything right in the final, and then So if they kept on with that same energy, I don't think there will probably have been any team in that final. Maybe a Madrid that could probably turn things around in the space of 5-10 minutes, and then before you know it, you have two goals in your net. Just maybe, like I said, just maybe a Madrid. Any other team would have actually received 2-3 goals in the finals against the PSG, that kind
uh,
of PSG.
Mayor, congratulations on your conference league once again.
It is long
What do you
overdue.
think Inter could have done? What do you think Inter could have done differently?
Mm,
At the end of first half, I think they were just 2 goals down. What could they have done differently?
basically, I think like Cass rightly said, it was more or less like a training session. I don't see them beat that PSG side. They were too explosive. Every angle they were just giving it to them back to back. So I don't. The only thing that can salvage a point for them is if they sit back, play like the Mourinho of 2009, 2010. Just one person on the counter, everybody sit back. They're not attacking these guys. So if they have played it 10 times, they will still lose. Maybe not with that kind of margin anyway, but they are definitely not going to win that PSG side. I think the final should have been PSG Barca. It would have been more interesting. But for some weird reason, they dealt with Barcelona, but they couldn't deal with PSG.
Pa-
The same way you said PSG would beat Inter every day of the week is still the same way Inter would beat Barcelona every day of the week. If they still play that Inter
Maybe,
Barca again, Inter would still beat them. So it's just the same logic.
but do
If
you know what
Inter
would be
cannot match up to
ironically?
PSG, Barcelona still cannot match up to Inter too.
I
So it's
disagree.
still the same
I
level.
disagree. I disagree
I
hundred
do not
percent.
disagree.
That Barcelona side.
You have
That
to.
Barcelona side.
We can agree to disagree.
Now,
Well,
Inter will beat Barcelona every day of the week.
Inter came top in that contest, anyways. So, as far as that contest is concerned, Inter has the bragging right. Personally, I just felt uh, there were a lot of things happening at the same time for Inter, or as you say, against Inter. Uh, they had just lost the league. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks to that final. They had the league in their hands. They lost it. Uh, in the cup, they didn't do well. Then we started hearing rumors of Saudi bid for their manager. That was not the Inter that started the season, and there was a there was a mental collapse in that final. The moment the first goal was considered, you just knew Inter was going to concede more. My only anger is that at 3-0, Inter should have played for respect. At 3-0, Inter were still keeping high line, were still bombing forward, and I didn't even understand. I didn't understand what they were doing. Unfortunately, Inter has recorded the highest losing margin in the
You
Champions
can
League
only play
final.
for respect when your heart is still with the team. You cannot play for anything when your heart has
Uh,
already left the team.
and I'm
Inter
sure the
has
Inzaghi
record is
already
never
logged
going to be
out of
broken.
Inter before the final.
Record are meant to be broken, but I don't think anybody will break that record. Nobody, not even one.
no, uh,
It will
nobody
be like
thought
that
anybody
the
would
rest of
beat.
time.
Nobody thought anybody would beat Barcelona's record, losing 4 goals to nil against Milan.
At the final.
Unfortunately, Inter just did that,
Mayor
and
has the ground
Inter
because
has
that
handled.
performance is kind of indefensible. There's literally nothing you
No,
can say to defend that kind of performance. So just let
Inter
Mayor,
no,
has handled
let him cook.
nobody's going to beat
PS.
that record.
Allow Mayor cook.
5 0.
Inter has handed another
That was a
team
disgraceful
their
performance
first
actually.
Champions League. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. Uh, Inzaghi was
It is
proposing,
what it is.
Enrique was disposing. Moving on, and Postecoglou has been sacked by Tottenham. Uh, I'm
What
sure
took them so
nobody,
long?
I'm sure everybody except Postecoglou himself was not surprised. Uh,
He was not surprised himself too.
it's you sure?
Ah,
He knew it was gonna come. He
ah.
saw it coming.
They should have even sacked him since last
He
December.
was only waiting
He
for it to be
knew.
official.
He just wanted
He
to
was
make
only
sure that,
waiting for the official announcement.
yes, he knew. He has been looking for other jobs.
You
People have
don't
been
lose
seeing his
22
CVs
of
everywhere.
38 games and get away with it. You cannot lose 22 of
He
38
has been
games and
submitting
get
Did
away
CVs
he
with it.
did
everywhere.
he did he
He
bring his
knew.
CV? Did he bring his CV to Stamford Bridge? So I saw a stat today, and he managed 107 matches, and he won about 45 or 46 of that. That
That's
is
like 40,
that is a
like a billion 40%. That's not good enough.
that's
Like
abysmal.
44% of his
Uh
matches.
Yeah,
like 44% of the matches. Fortunately for him, he left on a high. He won the Europa League.
yeah.
He won
Exactly.
At
Tottenham
Better
the
than
least
first
Arsenal.
better than
in
Ateta.
yeah, better than Ateta.
Definitely, no
They
doubt.
should have sacked
No
Ateta
doubt.
And
and given the job to him.
Can we let the
and
sleeping dog
now we are
sleep?
hearing
He
that
would not. The
Tottenham
Jimmy
might
doesn't have any right to sleep.
Tottenham are approaching Thomas Frank of Brentford.
And
I
Marco
really don't
Silva.
know where to place and Marco Silva. I really don't know what where to place those managers. But then it's Tottenham. Uh, they are a very profitable club that moves like a small club sometimes. So we are not surprised by their choices. The UEFA Nations League semi-final was played this week, and we saw a spectacular match yesterday between Spain and France. A day earlier, Portugal defeated Germany in Germany to make the Nations League final again. Yamin Lamar stole the show. against France, where he scored a penalty against Mike Maignan and was the man of the match. Uh, Dunga, JD, Spain, Portugal.
Yes.
Who are you placing your bet on?
It is just only one answer.
As much as I want Portugal to win, as much as I want Portugal to win the trophy, so that Ronaldo could eventually bow out on a high, I think Spain are stark favourites. I think they are just too. They might be too much for Portugal to handle, given that the assemblage of players they have, the chemistry in the team might just be too much for the Portuguese team to handle. But going by the fact that
I
you
think
have
it's
a
just the
Vitinha and
chemistry.
a
I think
Joao
it's
Neves
just the
that are
chemistry.
coming back of a Champions League win, they are well fired up and yes, I agree. I agree. The chemistry in the Spanish team is not what you can compare to that of any other European team for now. I think the only team that can match them pound for pound now is Argentina. So I think Spain are favourites for
I
this
think
one.
we lost
If
JD.
anything other than the Spanish win happens,
Can you guys hear me?
then I don't know. I really do not know what to say, but I don't see it happening. I see Spain winning the day.
So, Mayo, let's hear
Yep.
from you. Spain, Portugal. Who are we putting the 10 pounds you want from everybody? Who are you putting it on?
I'll put it on Spain. Those guys are too hot at the moment. And like me, but like I can say for a fact, as much as we think Portugal can't just match up to them in terms of individualism, in terms of the chemistry, it will just surprise you that just one goal will just separate the side. But I still put my money on Spain.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
I really
For
do
me,
not think
I
that
would.
Spain edges Portugal on individual talent.
They do. They have Gavi, they have Pedri, they have Kukurea, they have Lamine Yamal.
Gavi doesn't even get minutes, though. Gavi hardly gets
Eh,
minutes in the Spanish national team.
Oyazaba is there. Almost there. Those guys
Oyarzabal
have
is past
individual.
his prime. He's past his prime.
The
He's
guy
past
is
his
still
prime,
delivering it
definitely.
back hot. He's delivering it hot.
He's feeding on the efficiency of the team. He's only
But
feeding
you
on
know
the
what?
efficiency of the
But
team.
do you know one thing? For if you look at the bench of the Spanish national team, you will know that before you can even be on the first 11, you must really know your onions. They have not come to play at all. Almost there.
So, Cas, Spain, Portugal. Who is taking the day?
I'll put my money on Spain, considering the fact that I want Portugal to not quote unquote have sense until they go into the final until they go into the World Cup, which will be happening next year. And then they should also still go with the mindset that their star boy must win the World Cup as well. And then keep feeding him, like keep starting him in the team.
Okay,
I want them to go.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
curious now. Who should replace Ronaldo in the starting lineup?
I don't care anybody. Even I'd rather have Rafael Leao and then push somebody else into. See, the thing is, it's very obvious. Ronaldo is a passenger on the field as it stands now.
It's a
Ronaldo
short
is more
one.
like a passenger. It's more like a liability.
It's a short one.
Whenever they are playing, you can see. You can, like I said, you can't take anything away from him. He's one of the best players the game has ever produced, no doubt. But it gets to a particular point in the game where you must know when to say, okay, now is the time for me
It's
to.
a good day.
If you want to get some time, just come in, maybe play the last 8 minutes, play the last 10 minutes when the game is already settled. You need some man management, just bring him in and then just manage the game. That's all. Not when you still put him in to play. No, you can't do
It
that.
doesn't.
Do
It
you
doesn't.
think
It
the
doesn't, it
manager is
doesn't
scared
matter.
of him?
Yeah, it's a very
But he
Who?
big
delivered
ego.
the winning goal against
Yes, it's
Yes,
possible.
yes. It's a very big ego.
He
No,
somehow
anybody,
delivered the winning goal against
he didn't deliver any goal. Anybody would have scored that goal, and I stand to be
But
corrected.
no,
Anybody
no,
would
no,
have
no, no.
scored
I
that
don't
goal.
agree. I don't agree. Anybody
Anybody
would
wouldn't
not
have
have
been
been in
in
that
that
place.
position. Anybody wouldn't have been in that position.
I disagree. I disagree. I've
Is it
seen
not?
I've
Is it
seen
not the
Harry
speed?
Kane play like that. Wait, let
Is
me
it not?
finish. Let me finish. Do you
Harry
know
Kane
do
is
you
not
know that
Portuguese.
you are
He's
saying
not
anybody? No, but
Portuguese.
no, relax. Let me finish. Do you know if you could
Okay.
probably reminisce on the setup of the goal? It wasn't like he was making a run or
He
something.
was not
He
involved.
was just walking back. No, wait, thank you. He was just coming from. He was just walking back, and then he saw that there was a run, and then he waited for a tap in, and we are making it look like, oh, he made a run, he did the dribble, he made a pass. He did not do. All he just needed to do was to
He
touch the
was
ball
there.
into the net,
He
and that's the
was
reason.
there.
No, no.
But
So
to be fair
when
on
he was
Ronaldo,
just walking back, like I
Ronaldo,
said, it was a
being
liability.
in a position
The
to
fact that he was just
score a
walking back
tap in itself is a skill.
makes
You
him
would
a
agree with me,
liability.
right?
Because
He
the
wasn't a part of the
the
setup,
truth
I am
is
not
I
even
and
going
can't
that's
into
my
think
that
of
point.
now.
And
But
that's the
trying
reason
to
why I said
take credit away from Ronaldo for
at
that
this
goal,
point he needs to. This is the time for him to just. He's a senior player. Let them treat you like a senior player. Stop making yourself go about, because one mistake before you know it, oh, Ronaldo, the story will be totally different. It's easier to even criticize him. You understand? If this thing had happened to any average player, Diego Costa, no, what's this guy's name? Diogo Jota, sorry, we will not be having this conversation, because I don't expect too much from him. You understand? But it's Ronaldo, for crying out loud. I expect all those, we will still be, we will not even, some people don't even know that it's 41. You understand? You will still be looking at him with the eye of, it's still Ronaldo now. You should be able to do.
because the
And
truth is I can't think of any Portuguese striker that is sensible now.
Gonzalo Ramos.
Because they never gave them the
my
chance.
brother,
They must always play. They must always play
No,
Ronaldo.
Ramos was
They are
given
so
his
scared
chance. He
of
didn't.
him.
He
if you
didn't
are in
grab it.
that team,
Ramos was given
Even
his
at the
chance.
club
He got
level.
his
who?
opportunities, but he didn't. Yes. So,
But
would you
Ramos
bring a
cannot even
Ramos that
start for
struggles to
PSG.
play in a PSG team to come and lead the line for Portugal?
But
Jota has lost his form. He
me, I'm
hasn't
saying
found himself for
my own is
over
that
more than one season now.
let them take him. Let them take him to the World Cup. That is my prayer point. Let them take him to the World Cup. Then we'll have this
He
conversation
definitely will
again.
be going to the
So
World Cup.
Cars
God sparing our lives.
Cars is
Long as he
betting on
stays
Spain.
fit, he will be
Mayor,
going to the World
who are
Cup.
you betting on?
While we are not around, I told them it's Spain.
JD, who are you betting on?
Spain, no doubt. But I will celebrate a
Well,
Portugal win.
my money is fully on Portugal. I believe Portugal will
Ah,
win.
you will not put your money. You
I want
definitely won't put it.
I want a Portugal win. I actually want Portugal to win, but logically speaking, Spain will annihilate them. Spain will dismantle them.
Me, I'm going all out for Spain. Um, Portugal must not win.
Okay,
Going all out.
we'll see.
Is it
My
because you're
money is on Portugal.
anti-Ronaldo?
Uh,
Yeah, I am.
Let's see. So the final
why
is
are
on
you
Sunday.
anti-Ronaldo?
Because I am. Because it annoys me when people compare me with Messi. It annoys me. People will see the truth like this. One day I was asking somebody that, okay, if you think Ronaldo is better, in your mind, say that if
What is the
you
truth?
know in your mind that Ronaldo is better, things should go like this for you. Say, no, I would not say that. So why you argue with us?
But you're a Chelsea fan. You should hate
Mayor, what's the
Messi
truth?
more.
The truth is, Messi is 80 over 100. Ronaldo is like 22. They are very far. Don't compare them. The
The
guy is
the
just
the counter
in a
truth
class of
is
his
that
own.
Ronaldo is 95 over 100 and Messi is 40 over 100.
You even your mind, you know,
What's on my mind?
you know,
The
you know
what's on my
Mayor,
mind?
I like.
are you in his mind? Are you in his mind?
No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
I want to
You know
paint
that,
a theory now. I want to paint a theory. If
Let
Messi
me
is
quickly
truly who
just
we
fix
are claiming
this.
that he is, okay, I'll come after you.
Okay, we are saying we are not talking about I like this person as a
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
personality wise. We are talking about this football. Who is better? Just that. Over to you now. Who is better? This football wise, not personality or whatever. Football. It's just like saying
None of them for me.
if you none of them for you in terms
Oh,
of
oh,
who the football.
Tijani Reinders is better than
Messi,
both of them.
Messi was at PSG for 2 seasons. We know what happened, right? It was at PSG for
What
2
happened?
seasons. We know what happened.
So what happened?
Before he got there, we know what happened. After
What
he
happened?
left, we know what has happened. So I really
So
think
how is that
you
his
are
fault?
overplaying the importance
How
of
is that
Messi.
his fault?
You are
What happened?
overplaying the importance of Messi.
What happened?
In his time in PSG, they went out in the quarterfinals or second round. So.
I said, what did he have done? Should have killed all the opponent and go and score.
We
It
know
is
what
not his
happened
business.
after he left. We all saw what happened after
But
he
wait,
left.
can we not say the same for what is
Ronaldo.
happening to Ronaldo in
No,
Saudi
they will not say,
now,
they will not say
where
the same.
But Cas,
They've
wait,
He
never
has
done
been
Cas,
any
wait.
saying that
talking.
for Ronaldo. That's why I brought up that issue. He has been saying
Messi
that for
promised
I didn't
Ronaldo. That's why I
Barcelona
brought up that
fans
issue.
that he will bring Champions League back. He didn't bring it
he
back.
He
has
didn't
done,
promise
he
them.
Has
has
Messi really
see,
been
His
efficient
personal,
after
no, he promised
Barcelona?
them.
He
He
promised
He
them to
promised
promised
bring
them.
them.
back the Champions League since 2017.
it was
He
Promised
ran
them.
totally
them
out of
into
place.
debt. He ran Barcelona into debt and
Okay, he
left.
was the one signing the checks. He was the
So
one signing the checks as the financial controller.
Moving
he
on,
was the
moving on,
one.
moving on.
Messi had 6 contract renewals in 8 years. If I can remember well, if
Move,
memory serves me right. He had 6
No,
contract renewals in 8 years. You don't do that for a
but he
club.
has to look out. He has to look out. He has to look out. No. He
he
has to
has
look out
family
for
to
himself
feed
now.
now.
The club they don't care about
He
you.
has to
Why
do what?
the way we look at football, we think he has family to feed. He has to look out for himself.
He has
See, if
community
it
to
will take
feed.
me to sign contract if he has to sign contract every 2 hours, to make sure that
Then
that money keeps rolling in, he should do it.
we
But
are
you
It's
not
can't
left
blame
disputing
you
that
for
can't
the
fact.
team
blame
to now say,
you can't
If
blame
you
Messi for the contracts they gave him. You can't blame Messi for that. But I'm saying
I'm
that
not
on
blaming
a
Messi. I'm
they
footballing
agreed
blaming him
to
for
it.
not
on a
fulfilling his
footballing
side of the
level,
bargain. After signing one of the contracts,
he
he said he
promised
was going to bring them back the Champions League. Did he fulfill his promise?
and he didn't bring it.
And he didn't bring
Did
it.
he?
He went to
No, but it's
PSG
not like
to promise them Champions League
he
too. He
didn't do
didn't
the
deliver.
same. But he has won. He has won everything that any footballer could have aimed for in life. So I don't see any. There's nothing you want to say to drag him. He has
Some
done
of
it. So
the
let
some
us
of the
just leave
best
this
footballers
football
did
the way
not
it
win
is and let us
everything.
just rest.
Some of the
Moving
best
on, moving
footballers did
on.
not win everything.
Mayor,
If you are
your club.
measuring this by trophies, there are some players that did not even get
Well,
minutes, and
I'm
I
not talking
think
of
they
just
can boast
trophy
of
and
so
their
many trophies than
contribution to
even
the
Ronaldo
trophy.
and Messi
It's
combined.
not just about winning trophy. It's
This
about
argument,
winning trophy and
this
your
argument
contribution to the trophy.
will not end
So it's
tonight.
not
Let
So
us
what
leave
trophy
it.
did
it's not a
Ronaldo win
function.
without
Yeah, let
contributing?
us. Yeah,
The only way this
like I
Moving on,
said,
moving on,
argument can end is taking each other to court. It will not
moving
end
on,
here.
Eso,
guys. Moving on,
can
guys.
we have a different session for this Ronaldo and Messi debate?
You will not win. You
Yes,
will
we
run
can.
away.
Yes, we
You
can.
will run away.
I don't
You
Anyways,
want to
cannot win. You
win.
don't have.
I don't want to win. I
Okay,
want to
then
educate.
bring.
I don't want to win.
Yes. Okay,
I
bring
just
it
want to
on.
educate. I don't want to win.
anyways, Mayor,
Yeah.
your club has signed a temple runner from
Yeah.
Ipswich.
No, we take an exception to that. We take an exception to that.
What
We just
exception?
signed a striker. That
A temple
that is
runner.
so
Is this
that is
address
so
not too
ridiculous.
much?
the lab.
Why did you sign that guy?
God.
Why did you
Because
sign
it
that
is
guy?
what is because that is what we need at the moment
To do what?
to put
To
to
temple
put
run
a
them
stop
into.
to put a stop to our
How many goals
scoring
did Delap score in the just for
crisis.
PSC? How many goals did he score?
Dutch. Which Dutch?
Delap. How many goals did Delap score?
Delap,
12 goals.
12 goals.
So how many
matches?
goals do you think he will score for Chelsea?
I'm telling you, go and quote
22.
me. He will not score anything less than 15. It can never be
The
less.
question
The
should
guy
be,
is a
would he
beast.
start ahead of Jackson? What you should be
Of
asking is
100.
if he will start ahead of
100.
Jackson.
100.
You think he will start ahead
What
of
if he
Jackson?
does not start ahead of
That's why I
Jackson?
said 100. I'm telling you
You want to
100.
wager that?
Wait.
Does Mayor want to wager that? He will not
I'm
start
lost
ahead of
though.
Jackson.
Did he just call Delap a beast now?
Yes, now.
Yes, he is a beast. Yes. You know, time will tell. We don't. You know, more often than not. More often than not. People don't. People. You say exactly the same thing about Palmer. There's no difference.
Beast
It's not
of,
like
beast of no nation.
It's exactly the same thing. But
Who
it's a
did we offend? Who did we offend on this podcast that Mayor is doing this to us. Who did you offend?
Leave it. It is in less than
Be-
2 weeks. We'll be able to say okay, and it's looking more like
Beast
it.
of when?
Later, you will just say okay. And I never knew this
What
guy.
beast?
He's
May
a
I,
beast.
may I still are you still signing another striker
Did you
after this
call him a
Liverpool
beast
run?
We
because
will
of his
definitely
broad
sign
chest?
another striker.
No.
We'll sign one
Why?
more. We will still sign. We are a big club. We are not Inter. We have good budgets. We are not looking for players on loan. Like if
Okay,
Guys,
we
which
look in some
no.
panda,
striker? Which
You
striker?
cannot be Inter actually.
we are
You
trying to
cannot be
see
You
if we
cannot
can
be
get
Inter.
a
You don't have
Kitike.
20 league titles.
That,
You don't have 20 league
what did you say?
titles. You don't have 3 Champions League titles. And you have
You
never
know, do
won
you
the
know why I
league. You
like you
cannot be
people?
Inter.
You only talk about the time you have money. What happened to now? You don't want to have money again. You are always talking in the past. Past
But,
tense.
but
Past
We're
Mayor,
talking
participle.
about troubles. We
Mayor,
are
you've
talking
not won
about
more than
troubles.
6 league titles now.
It is too much, Seth, for a
And you're
club that
talking
just
to
woke
people that
up.
have won 20.
No,
It is
you
too
are
much
more
for a
than
club that just
25
woke up.
years old.
It is not by the age. It is whenever they sell a fool at 40. What if he doesn't have money until 80? It is when he have money that he starts his own life.
So it is when you
So
woke up
it is
that is your morning.
yes, it was when Abramovich came. That was our money. So you can count your 200 years. We don't care. It is when that is when we woke up. That's our money.
So Mayor, you guys
Mayor,
want to
this
have Jackson, Temple Runner, and Ekitikete.
Delap,
Kitikete,
They want to
or
say
maybe
Kitike.
gym instructor.
yeah.
Delap is actually a gym
As
instructor.
your striking options. What's the target for
No,
next season?
basically I would prefer either Osimhen, Gyökeres. We have the lap, and if I'm telling you this for a fact, if we don't sign any other players anymore, Jackson, McGill, and the lap to start, Jackson to the
Gil is
bench.
actually living on
We
Okay,
loan.
we
what's
with
the
the guy
target
Gil
who's
will
for
leave
coming.
next
Chelsea
season?
on loan.
Our target for next season is to go as far as quarterfinals in the Champions League, minimum of
Never.
quarterfinals. And
Never.
How
we
about
will
the
still have this
Never.
final?
discussion. I'm
Never.
very sure that I'm very
No,
How
sure.
no,
about
no,
the
no.
final?
Oh no. The reason why I'm saying never. The reason why I'm saying never is because you just insulted somebody that got into 2 finals back to back. That
You are almost
they
about
only
42 years on the average. Players over 42 years. We are just 22. Leave us
but
alone.
that's what I'm saying.
Mayor, can you
That's
Mayor,
what
please
I'm
be
saying.
realistic?
That
Mayor, can you please be realistic?
Some of the players
What's the
they are older
realistic
than the
target
owner
for
of our
Chelsea
clubs.
next season?
Mayor, yeah, continue. Quarter
Their
final
realistic
Champions
target
League.
for us,
Uh-huh.
It
How
doesn't
minimum
really
about
of
the league?
matter
quarterfinal
so
Champions
long
League.
as they deliver.
The league we are not ready to win. We are not ready to win the league as with what we have today. We are not ready to win the league. We will
Okay.
go. We will get either FA or Carling Cup. That one is certain.
So
Then
what's the target?
we will try. We'll be in top 4. Then we'll get to minimum of quarterfinals with what we have today. If we get Gyökeres or Victor Osimhen along the line, then maybe Nico Williams or that Jamie Gittins. Then it is over for you guys. We are
Okay.
going all the way.
Admitted, it's over for them. Uh Cas, is raining transfer activity in Milan.
It will never
Milan
rain
has
transfer in Milan.
Milan has
In those
sacked
Milan, it will never rain transfer.
Milan has
They don't
sacked
buy.
Conceição.
They only borrow.
Milan has employed Allegri. Milan has sold Tijani Reinders. Luka Modric is one step away from joining Milan. Uh, Rafael
You
Leao has
must
said he
have
wants
been
to leave.
condemned before they can
Mike
buy you.
Maignan wants to leave. Theo Hernandez wants to leave. Emerson Royal has told his agent he wants to go back to Betis. Cas, I can't hear you.
Our American star boy still wants to leave.
He wants to leave.
Pulisic wants to leave.
Pulisic also wants to leave. What is happening? What is happening in the city of Milan?
Yes.
I've said it. I've said it over and over again on this podcast that our problem is not just limited to the manager. Is pressed down. It's like a virus. The management team, they don't have the interest of the club at heart. They just come in, the same way we sold, what's his name, Tonali. Now we have someone that we can probably rely on for the next 6-7 years, and then we decided to sell him again after just one season.
I'm telling you.
No crop of player would
2 seasons
believe
actually.
in such a team to give in their best. They would think it's business as usual. My brother, even at first season, I didn't see much. Second season, I started believing, oh, okay, now we have somebody that at least we have a living thing in our midfield so far. You understand? And then you just come and don't take away that thing. Yeah, I know for the profit, yes, but I
What
don't know why
profit?
we are never patient enough to, because we can even sell Tijani Reinders for way more if we are patient enough to build well. We can sell. For Mike can go. I don't care. It's the distance between Mike and Onana it's not that far. He can go. Maybe you can get him.
He's going to Chelsea.
Well,
Yeah, it's coming
I
to
don't
us.
care.
Yes,
I wish
we
them.
have managed one keeper,
I don't wish.
Chelsea
but
Just pay
I
my
don't
money.
wish
Pay
them
my
the
money.
best.
we are trying to
Chelsea, pay
So
my money.
Chelsea do not want to pay as much as AC
They
Milan
will
are
pay. They
asking.
will pay.
yeah.
They will pay. You don't worry.
Then
When you have
Rafael
money now,
should have gone a
yeah,
long
we
time
are, and we
ago.
are ready to
So
spend.
now that he wants to go to Bayern, I'm very happy for Bayern. They're getting a full package, a full Grammy rated artist, and then a footballer all in one.
Cass is being
We don't just
sarcastic. How
sell
can you be happy for
a
Bayern
player to people.
that you want to
We
sign a
sell
player you are sending away?
I don't-
A player you want out of your club. I'm happy that Bayern are
JD,
signing.
we're not sending him away. Oh.
JD, I'm also happy for
We're not
Bayern.
sending him away. We are selling.
I'm,
So
I'm
Pulisic,
with
I
you.
don't want Pulisic to go because you could see Pulisic the way he has played in the last 2 seasons for Milan. He played with his heart. He's a committed player. You could see it. Even when nobody is playing in Milan, he's playing. Theo Hernandez should go. When I read the article on how many goals he cost Milan last season, I don't think any sane club should have him. Now that I said he wants to go to Atletico Madrid, I will be curious. I will watch Atletico Madrid even more than I watch Milan. I want to see how they will be able to rejuvenate a dead wood back to
Mayor,
life. I want to see somebody do something different. Yeah.
tell your managers to bring 120 million. We'll give them Liao and Mike Maya.
Yeah, we have given them an offer. If they take it, they said they were going to give them like £8 million. Me, I was thinking if Milan can take 1.2 million, because we have been giving them
8
our
million.
players
I
too.
don't understand.
Yes, that's what we
We are
want to
not
offer.
selling. Are we selling crate of egg? I don't understand. We're not
Even
selling
if it
crate of
is
egg.
even
We
if
are
it's a
selling
chopstick,
food.
even if it is a chopstick, we don't care. That is what we can afford. All
We are
our
selling
players.
a full human being. Oh.
Apart from the fact that my club has Strasbourg, we have AC Milan too. We chip in our raw material, our condemned iron. We send them there. So if we now need just one goalkeeper, I cannot take 1.2. Hold
Mayor
it.
can never
We
be
are paying
realistic
1.2.
when it
If
comes to
you cannot
Chelsea.
take 1.2, leave your goalkeeper. We've given you Pulisic.
JD,
We've given you Christian Lopez-Cheek. Tammy Abraham
Yes,
is with you.
boss.
So many of our players. Tomori is with you. What do you
No,
want again?
Tammy Abraham. We did not get Tammy Abraham from Chelsea. We got
But
Tammy Abraham from
you
Roma.
got
Can we
Tomori,
be?
you got Tomori, you got Pulisic, you got
we
Christian
paid for we
Lopez-Cheek.
paid for
What
these
do you
Mayor,
want?
players. Oh.
We paid for this
It was
players. You are saying
Mayor,
you
we
give
paid
promo.
for.
for
You
these
didn't give for
players.
this
Mayor,
Oh.
debate.
It was
Mayor
promo.
forgets about logic
Four
when it comes
million
to
pound,
Chelsea.
50 million pound. It was just
He
that.
totally shuns
Give us
logic
my
when it comes
Mike.
to
You are
Chelsea.
complaining 1.2 or you leave it.
Do you
We
like to
can.
shoot?
We even give you
Mayor,
Giroud.
do you like to shoot?
We even give you Giroud. I don't like it. We even give you Giroud. What do you want
Will
to
you
gain?
do you want to kidnap him?
Farmers
Will
Club.
you kidnap
No,
him?
we will not. It's not as if it's good. We are just trying to get one dead wood from you to make space for
You know the
your
thing is,
for people to
the way is the same way they said PSG is a farmers club, is a farmers
It
league.
is a
Now
farmers
everybody
club.
now they are looking.
They are still a farmers club.
Is a farmers club.
Everybody
Still,
wants
Is
to
a
play
farmers
football.
club,
Anyways,
but they are the champions of it. They are the champions of
They are
Europe.
the European
anyways,
And is it
champions.
not
who,
a shame on the rest of
who,
us?
who caused it? Who made them the champion? How did they become the champion? If not for you people.
Chelsea should have saved. But Chelsea should have gone to the final to do it
It
differently
were,
now.
we
We
were
can't
not
blame
around.
the person
You
that
are
got to
supposed
the
to hold
final.
fort for us. We were not around. You're supposed to hold
Then
fort.
if you are not around, let whoever got there let them rest now. They didn't do anything bad now.
And you now
They
went to
got
go
there.
and
They
eat
couldn't
chop
hold,
five
they couldn't
zero
hold their own.
from the farmers.
It's
You
time
chop 5-0
for
from the farmers' hand.
it's time for our giveaway question. It's time for our giveaway question.
5-0, no one
Uh,
pattern. It's crazy.
it's,
It is
it's
not
time for our
imaginable.
giveaway question. Okay.
It is it
Uh,
it it is it is a
in the
punishable
last
offense. It's
in the
sacrilegious.
last in the last episode, Yinka and JD argued over something in the course of the episode. Can you just tell us what they argued over in the comment section of our YouTube uh, page after this video has been posted? Yinka and JD argued over something, of course, football related in the last episode. Can you just tell us what they argued over in the last episode? Drop your answer in the comment section on the YouTube page. You stand a chance, two people stand a chance to win 5,000 naira each. Oh, JD has disappeared, and this is for him. Uh, I was going to talk about the exit of Inzaghi and replacing him with Christian Kivu. Christian Kivu has just 13 matches under his belt as a first team manager uh, for
Mediocre.
Parma, and Inter's put all their eggs in his basket for next season.
For him to break. Fabregas would
Kat,
have been better.
what are your thoughts on this decision?
In very few words, I would say it is the beginning of an era. I don't know if it's Banta era. I don't know what kind of era it is, but I know it's the beginning of
It
an
can
era
go
because see,
it can go either ways. Beginning
In
of
the
an era.
famous
see
words,
the
in the famous words of Eric Ten Hag, eras come to an end. This marks the beginning of a
It's
new
just
era.
like from Ten Hag to
this is the beginning of a
Amorim.
new era.
What an era.
Mayor,
Ten Hag to Amorim.
I know Mayor is not a fan of Syria. He's not even a fan of Inter, anyways. But Christian Kivu to
I'm
Inter.
not. It's
What
here
are
we
your
go.
thoughts?
It's here we go.
It is
It is
well.
the beginning of a new era. You know that kind of era. Um, Amorim kind of era.
So you
Ten
don't
Hag.
you don't even know what to
You see,
expect.
no,
Yeah,
Sincerely, you
no,
don't
no,
know
no.
what to expect.
We know. We know. You may not know from afar. We know. It's just like Ten Hag kind of end of an era. Ten Hag, a bad coach that brought Amorim. If they had played 3 more matches, Man United would have gone to relegation. 3 more matches.
it's
So
it's a
that is
very
kind
weird it's a
of
very weird choice, and I think uh, Inter, Inter were limited. Uh, they were limited as per managers, considering the kind of football, the style they play, the 3-5-2 formation. They were lim-
Must they play 3-5-2?
but the team has largely been built for 3-5-2. In fact,
You can't. You can always make adjustment now. See, we cannot continue to,
they've
and
started
this is
their
the reason why it's
transfer.
hard
They
now.
started their transfer journey to reinforce 3-5-2. I think it's unfair on them to employ somebody that wants to play 4-3-3 or 4. Then they start looking for a left back, they start looking for a right back, they start looking for a left winger, right winger, attacking midfielder. But all those is I think it's for now it's better they stick to what they are used to. Dunga, Kivu to Inter. Before we round up on today's session.
I am not even gonna lie about this. It's a massive downgrade on Simone Inzaghi. But we have to be realistic. I would
Beginning
Beginning of an era.
of an era.
it's a massive downgrade. It's a massive downgrade. Given that Christian Kivu
Beginning of an era.
has only played about 12 to 13 games as a professional coach.
13.
He only has 13 games under his belt as a professional coach. Coming to an Inter that got to the final of the Champions League,
Okpo,
that played until
it's
the final
plenty.
day for the
No,
split.
You will love it.
And I was only ousted in the semi-finals of the
Beginning of
Copa.
an era.
I think
Beginning of an
it
era.
might probably be a job too much for Christian Kivu to handle. But on the positive side, it was part of the treble winning side of 2010. He has the Inter DNA in him, kind
They
of.
play.
It was
100%.
it was a Scudetto champion
play.
at Primavera.
DNA. You people
And
people have any DNA.
from what I saw, with this, Mayor, please let me address this issue. Can Mayor please let me talk about this? From what we saw with his format last season, I think he posted some decent results. He came back from 2 goals down against Inter to pick up a point. He held Napoli to a goalless draw. He as well posted some decent results against other big sides. So I
Let's have
think
it.
on the
Let's have it.
positive side,
Let's have it.
on the positive side, I would want to rely more on his familiarity with the environment. He knows the Inter environment very well, really well.
You can't hear
So
some.
if the players, if he can do well to get the core of the players working with him, I think he really would not
Dunga's voice is
come back.
breaking.
But my
I think his
optimism
network
is not that high.
is
I am limiting my expectations to
okay. Finally,
Okay, fair enough.
Dunga, who was your preferred candidate?
I won't even lie. The moment Inzaghi's departure was announced, the only name that came to my head was Cesc Fabregas.
We can't hear you.
Because the only name that came to head immediately the departure of Simone Inzaghi was announced was Cesc
Can
Fabregas.
anybody hear him?
You said Fabregas.
Oh, Fabregas.
I didn't hear him, but I heard Fabregas.
Yeah, Fabregas was the
Even
only
that
person that I
Fabregas,
saw
your
to
eyes
be-
can peel. Oh.
I know, right? I know.
In my opinion, Fabregas is still even it's more like a gamble at the end of the day, but it's just a more safer gamble than Kivu. That's what I can say.
No, it's
Because
he wouldn't even have
because
been a
at this
safer
level
gamble
where
than Kivu.
Inter has gotten,
Fabregas would not have been a safer gamble in the sense that is this an all
Because Fabregas will have come to play 4-3-3 or 4-something.
Yes, and he would come attacking. Inter have never been successful as an attacking side. That's the truth. You just have to live by that truth. We have never been successful as an attacking side. As much as we have been shouting that Inzaghi has brought attacking football to Inter, the only season we won a meaningful trophy under Simone Inzaghi was the season that we were defensively compact, and that was the 2023-2024 season when we won the Scudetto. The other season where we leaked goals like an average team, we ended up not winning anything or winning just this normal cup titles here and there. So Inter traditionally are a defensive side. So if we had gotten Fabregas, who is an all-attacking coach, who said in one of his press conferences that instead of him to sit back and defend, he would rather lose the match 3 than giving up his philosophy. So I think it would have been a kind of huge gamble on our side. So Kivu is a pragmatic coach. He has played the 3-5-2. He knows the league to a quite extent because he played in Lille for a number of years. So I want to give him the benefit of doubt. Let's see how it goes with Kivu.
I think Inter should have signed Fabregas. Maybe we go to another Champions League final and concede 6. Anyways,
We wouldn't have gotten to the final.
it's nice having you guys on the show. To our fans at home, we say a very big thank you. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your feedback. Please continue to share, post, like, and engage our content on all social media platforms. Once again, Eid Mubarak to our Muslim faithfuls. For sponsorship and advert placement, you can contact us. We are open to partner with your brand and increase your visibility. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Mayor. Till we meet
Thank you,
again.
boss.
Hopefully, Inter has not lost by 6-0 before we meet again.